and welcome to Cooking with Dr. Fred. We're going to be doing the vegan edition today. That's right, you heard me say vegan. I know I'm not a big fan of being a vegan, but I am a big fan of vegetables. So a big thing that comes up for most people who are on some sort of diet, whether it's for lifestyle or whether it's to lose weight, is that there's not enough snacks. So I figured let's turn vegetables into a fun snack. So today we're going to turn carrots into carrot fries, very delicious. And we're going to take from this coconut, you'll see the coconut pieces, I chopped open the coconut, and then we're going to make what I call vegan calamari. Because when you have fresh coconut and you pull it apart like this, and you roast it up, it has that same texture as calamari. It's that sort of firm, but very, at least for coconut, it's very sweet as well and not tough at all. So we're going to do that. They're both super easy to make. You literally, what I'm going to do, I'm going to peel the carrots, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how to cut them and how to cut the coconut wedges into strips. I'm going to maneuver the situation here so I'm a little closer to the camera and hopefully you can hear me better. So I just peeled the carrots. So here you have them. So how do you make them into fries? Well, you cut them into the shape that looks like a French fry, right? Probably cut it in half. So that's kind of the size you want them. So they kind of look like French fries. And then you throw them in a bowl because that's what we're going to be doing. So you cut them up a few different ways just so that you can see them. See? So you just chop them up into pieces like that. And then what I'm going to do, and here's the coconut. So again, to make coconut chips, what are you going to do? You cut them simply into, or well, they're not coconut chips, they're my vegan calamari. So you just throw them into this bowl. And the coconut chips have to be baked at 350. And the carrot, so 350 for about 30 minutes, 25 minutes, depending on your oven, so just check them occasionally. And then for the carrots, they have to be in a slightly higher oven, 425. So you put them in at 425, and you cook them for about 12 minutes on one side. Then you turn them over, you take them out, put another 12, 17 minutes on the other side. Again, it's gonna be depending on your oven. So if you know your oven, just go for it. I know my oven pretty well, so those are the temperatures and the time that worked well for me. So I'm just going to do that. After you get that, what you're going to do, we're going to pour in a little olive oil into both. I'm going to make jerk, since I'm in the Caribbean, we're going to make jerk coconut chips or vegan calamari. And for the carrots, the carrot fries, I'm going to make them Italian and make them with basil and oregano. And of course, a little salt. So I'm going to come right back and I'll show you how to sort of mix it because it's not really rocket science at all. So I just chopped up the carrots. See, they're chopped into things that look like French fries. And I chopped up the coconut into pieces that look like chips or vegan calamari. So what I'm going to do is really super simple. For the carrots, you actually have to line the cookie tray or flat pan, whatever you want to call it, with parchment paper. So that's with parchment paper. So I'll do the carrots first because they're messier. So you just drizzle a little olive oil on them. And by drizzle, I mean drizzle. You don't really need a lot because they're going to get sticky. Some people put cornstarch in this recipe. I'm not a big fan because cornstarch is just wasted carbohydrates as far as I'm concerned. And I'm going to put salt, obviously, because every good fry needs a salt. So just put a little bit of sea salt on there. That salt was a little overzealous, what can I say? And then I'm going to pour some oregano and basil to make it a little Italian. I'm feeling a little Italian today. Actually, I'm a big Italian. I'm big for an Italian. I am 6 feet tall, but not very many of us, but they are there. So just basil. You do all sorts of things. You can put parsley flakes on it. You can literally do whatever you want. Then you simply just toss them around with your hands. It's really quite easy. Then you're going to line them up on the parchment paper. Can you see that? I think you can. You're going to line it up on the parchment paper just so that they're spread evenly apart. I mean, not evenly apart, but they're not touching each other because Otherwise, they won't cook that way. This one's a little big. It's gonna give me trouble, I can tell. But I made these the other day and I was really excited to make them for you too. So there you go. That's what that's gonna look like. And as soon as the oven is heated to 425, this is gonna go in for 12 minutes again. Like I said, 12 minutes. Then you're gonna take it out of the oven, flip the fries over, and put them in for another 12, 15, 17 minutes again, depending on your oven. So let's move on to the calamari now. Same thing. I've made the calamari in a bunch of different ways. I've made them as a margarita mix with some fresh lime and salt. That was a big crowd favorite. And I've also made them with some paprika, smoked paprika. So it's a little bit smoky. Oh, look, don't want to drop the olive oil. Anyway, there you go. So again, you're just throwing it in there. I'm not sure whether I put salt in, but I'll put some more. I don't think I did, right? Boys and girls? Anyway, a little salt. This one has a very heavy hand of salt. Be careful, you can always add salt at the end as well. And the carrot fries are best to eat hot. And the coconut fries can cool. You can even put the coconut vegan calamari into an airtight container and put it in the fridge for later use. So I'm just gonna mix these around. See, all I'm doing is mixing them through with my hands. You know my cooking is all very, very easy, very sort of traditionally nothing Italian food, where we learn to just cook. I know I got off camera there a little bit. That's okay. We know what I look like anyway. So this tray does not need to be lined. Again, you throw them on, and you kind of spread them out. So you spread them out so they're not touching each other. And then this one goes into a 350-degree oven. Then as soon as you put them in, you turn them down to 300, and you let them, and then check them after about 30 minutes. Again, if it's your first time doing it, you want to check them sooner because you don't want things to burn. Because clearly, if you're like me, I didn't cut them all evenly, so they're gonna cook at different rates. But that's just me. What can I say? All right, I'm gonna put these in the oven. As soon as they're cooked, I'll come right back and show you what the finished product looks like. And there they are, friends and dear watchers, viewers, right out of the oven. The calamari, the vegan calamari, clearly is the one on the right, and the French fries, the carrot fries, are the ones on the left. They're delicious. I'm going to eat them now. This is Dr. Fred. You've been watching Cooking with Dr. Fred, the vegan edition. I hope you enjoy this delicious meal that I just prepared, or snacks, vegan snacks. Until next time, I'm Dr. Fred.